Good morning. Cold old day up here in the hills. I'm going to try to do a few more, or maybe how-to videos, or just videos of what I do to get my day in there. Maybe, I don't know, self-help videos. Not really sure what way to go with this, but I just have this feeling that I want to try to share my experience, my sort of journey, how I got into making. I don't know, maybe it's an old man thing. Don't know. I just thought I would try to do a couple of wee videos of satisfaction I get from this. It's hard to explain, especially trying to explain to somebody that doesn't have that push to just do stuff with their hands. I don't know, it's just, to me that's really hard, you see. But I know there's a lot of people out there that know what I'm talking about. But maybe this will help some people that are just wanting to find something. That's probably what it is, wanting to find something. My whole story behind how I started doing this is, well, will I go through the whole thing? I might. I was always loved art at school. That was my main thing. Funny enough, knowing what I know now, I wished I had pushed it a lot more, stood up for myself a lot more, but hindsight's a wonderful thing, as I say. But no, I just loved, I think it was a Friday, Thursday maybe, double art. Absolutely loved it. That was my day. That's when I shone. That's when probably the rest of my class looked up to me, because I was probably one of the best. It was me and another guy, Eddie Morrison. We were the two sort of arty-farty ones. Well, I wouldn't say arty-farty, but if you know me, you know what I'm talking about. I wasn't really great at, well, I was terrible at English, terrible at maths, quite like physics, but it was all down to the paperwork, the essays. I had the imagination, but I just didn't have that knack of being able to put my words on the paper. Still don't. That's why I like making videos and just having wee chat. I'm just drifting away here doing this, by the way. This is a little shop of horrors head I make, the Aubrey. I had a custom out looking 2 heads made. So this is Rick Morantis, I think it is, yep. I'll apologise now about sometimes how I talk and how I speak. I do have this problem with pronouncing words, so go easy on me. Everybody has their own issues. Probably why I like working on my own more than anything. But I remember as a kid I was sent to elocution lessons and all that, and try to knock it out of me. But as I say, I now know why. Only found out when I was 40. Dyslexic mind doesn't help. It's not that it doesn't help, it just makes everything work in slightly different ways. If you are having any, what can I say, issues in your life, stress-wise, anxiety-wise, grab yourself a ball of clay. I'm serious. This is my sort of made him into a shrunken head, so there's a bone in his nose here. But no, I'll get back to my story. Do ramble a bit and get off topic a bit, so please bear with me. But yeah, straight out of school, the only exam I had was in art. Back then they were called O-levels. I was very proud of it, very proud of it. I got an A. I think it was an A plus maybe in art. Boy, I felt good. Bugger all exams anywhere else, like, but C's and D's or whatever. But I guess back then, if you didn't have your English and maths and the normal run-of-the-mill exams, you basically weren't even, you weren't a candidate for going on to higher education or anything. So I wasn't even pushed to follow art in any shape or direction, because you usually had to go to university and get a degree in it, which I didn't even know existed then. So you do feel a little bit let down by the whole system, but no, it's alright. But I went on to something else was quite creative, called bodywork. Repairing smashed up cars, accident damaged stuff, which was right up my street, because you basically had to use your own initiative and work out how to pull out the bodies of crash damaged cars. So I had a good career in that, paid the bills for a long time. I got good at it. I was up one of the biggest body shops, whatever, but same again, I was always, I don't know, there's just something missing. I never stayed in jobs very long, moved on all the time, wanted more, thinking I wanted more, but always something holding me back, and I know exactly what it was. Trying to do admin. But I always worked on my own, had the big jobs, the big nasty jobs that nobody else wanted. Suited me down to the ground. Yep. And I know people do take advantage of you, but sure. But yeah, I don't know what age would it have been. Motorbike accident, bad motorbike accident, mucked me up a bit. Right about age 40, even younger, I basically fell apart. My hands packed in. I didn't know what it was. Couldn't even grip a grinder to work. Had to give up work. Went into pretty bad depression. But then I got back into art. Dad bought me a nice airbrush. I started airbrushing. motorbike tanks, stuff like that. But problem was, it was still doing body work, so it was hard in the hands, grinding and DN, especially DN. That's a sander, vibrating sander. Didn't help. So just sort of, the thing is too, everybody was just wanting the same old thing, and trying to get people to pay me with another problem. So I ended up going back to day course in art. I wanted to get my painting and drawing skills up. I just wanted to do my own thing for a while. So I went back to the local tech, and a roller coaster ride just happened then. Walked into the Cirque and Bangor's local tech art college, showed them what I could do, and I think I was 39, maybe 40, enrolled into the art foundation, and that was it. And then I love painting too, I love drawing. I thought I was going to start painting and drawing, whatever. Maybe use the airbrush as a tool to do portraits and try to make a few pound out of it that way. To keep me making, because I needed money. But apparently I was 3D more than I was 2D, which I didn't even know about. Because one of the tutors said, "No, you're a sculptor, you're a 3D artist." I went, "What? Oh, really? Okay." So then actually when I was in tech, I had to get my English, or I couldn't get in the university. So I had to do basically GCSE English at age 38, which was, my God. I can see when you're younger, there's a fight or flight thing, so I was basically flighting all the time. I was just messing around in school and pretending that I didn't want to do things when I just found them that hard. But when you're that bit older and you know you have to do them, you buckle down. But it was interesting being in a class full of sort of 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds trying to get their English to be able to go on to higher education. I did it, I got through it. I applied for fine applied art, sculpture, I think it was, in University of Ulster in Belfast. So I started the sculpture class. Yeah, it was good. It was good. What can I say about contemporary art? Coming from a working class background, it's hard trying to, how would you say it? I don't know. Be something that you're not. Maybe that's it. I'm flapping about trying to be an artiste. But I still love clay, and I really like clay in my foundation, so it's soft, it's easy to work with. My hands do still cramp up, but it's not hard, you're not beating, you're not thumping stuff. Love to do wood carving, love to do stone carving, but you're hitting, thumping all the time. Clay's just beautiful. So I swapped to degree course in ceramics, and I was using, back then I was using paper clay a lot. I found that in my foundation year, which is just, I love this stuff. Just basically clay with paper pulp mixed for it. I'll maybe do videos and stuff on how to make it, and if there's enough interest. I thought I would like to start doing more videos and try to learn how to edit and maybe get a YouTube. Well, I have a YouTube channel, but there's none really. I just make videos and stick them on, so starting to find the making production mugs is getting a bit tedious, and even I'm starting to struggle with back pain, whatever, sitting down all day just doing the same thing. Just love doing stuff like this. So I may do that. But where were we? Yeah, got through it. It was tough. 8,000 word dissertations. Wow. But and I do know it did teach me a lot of. It didn't teach me a lot of techniques or anything like that. Basically because I struggled with taking instructions, and some of the tutors were just, it's not rocket science. Well, yeah, it is rocket science when you got my type of brain. You just have to do stuff again and again and again to get it into your head. So that's another thing. If you do struggle with how would I said, the neurodivergent scale. This is a new word, you see. I'm 57 now, so I still find it hard to put my hand up and say, yep, I'm neurodivergent. No doubt about it. I'm just tidying this up here. It's been sitting hardening up for a while, so I'm coming in now just starting to get the details in and cleaning everything up. And so this is just like a wee introduction video about me. But hopefully it'll resonate with people out there. I'm not trying to be sexist or anything, but I really do feel that there's a load of blokes out there around about my age, women too, not definitely. Anybody who has maybe worked with their hands their whole life, factory workers, anything. There's so many people out there that have got fantastic skills and who were never allowed, due to basically the education system in this country, to flourish, to expand their skills, to maybe do something slightly different than they have done their whole life. I always keep saying I was born the wrong time. I'm a big car guy. When I say cars, 1950 Americana, custom culture, that type of stuff. A lot of my artists I look up to are car guys, like Ed Roth, Robert Williams, Von Dutch, those guys. So they used the car as a sculpture. Same again, that's a whole other program, whole other episode I might go into. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. But yeah, there's so many people out there that just, maybe they're at my time of life now where something's happened to them in life and they're going, what the hell do I do with myself now? What do I do next? It's not about money. If you can get enough just to keep you ticking over, which luckily I have a very supporting wife. Hello, Jean. If you can just get over that hurdle, don't get me wrong, every day has got its own challenges. I think the biggest one is, for me, is trying to do stuff that, or wanting to do stuff that really is beyond me. Not beyond me, but I have a lot of big ideas, and then I'm going, do you know what? Just do what you're good at. But I do think I can pass on a lot of information. Again, people maybe in the same position that I was in, they had to give up work, and yeah, they give up or keep going, try something else. That's what I've done, and I've been very, very lucky to get into the little niche market of mugs, tiki mugs, monster mugs, whatever, and it's Americans that have kept me going. This is not understood in Northern Ireland or the UK at all. There's a few collectors, but I just want to say a big thank you to anybody who's bought any of my mugs since I've started. And early stuff, I look back at my early stuff and go, oh God, that's terrible. But I now know you have to go through that journey to get better at stuff. I'm sure there's a few mugs out there, man, people are looking at them going, it's cookie tiki. It's not great, is it? It's my old stuff. Be worth a fortune when I'm dead. But I think I got to the stage where I just decided you just do the best work you can and try to get enough out of it to pay the bills, to pay for your material. I never really make a profit, I just make enough to pay for materials, put a few pound back into the house to keep that ticking over. We're lucky enough to pay the mortgage off now, so the way we look at it is it's not what you spend, it's what you save, you know. It's living like that, which allows me to come up here every day and do this. See, I'm tightening up. I'm just going through a nice small sharp tool and just sharpening the edges and putting a bit of character into them. I'm not trying for a perfect photo, realistic. It's more like a caricature. Put a wee bone through his nose. This is a vein coming up from the mug. So they sit beside my Aubrey mug, if anybody has one, you know what I'm talking about. But there's nothing like it. You want to chill out, you can just get a ball of clay, let it go leather hard, which is sort of almost like just before chocolate. And just get something, and you just sit and just move that clay about. I guarantee you, it's like meditating. Don't think about how long this is taking you. As I say, what I charge for these, it does sound expensive, but honestly, the time I put into these, it's really it's not a proper, you know, commercial business by any means. What I would need to be doing is chucking these things out time wise. I'm selling loads of them, but I'm lucky enough to have collectors that appreciate the time and effort that goes into them and the time involved to learn this skill. But I say, it's anybody with that motor action in their hands that have been working with, that have been manual workers their whole life, they have it. They've got the eye. They know how to look at things. You know, I'm sure anybody else could do it too. You know, it's all about learning how to do something. Most of it's to do with observation. You know, you're looking at how the hair sits, how the eyes are. You know, it's all about learning how to look at stuff. This is probably the best thing that came out of my foundation, especially, was learning how to see. We really don't take notice enough. Again, that show about this whole new age sort of mindfulness thing coming in here. It's not new. People just don't look properly. They just don't take anything in properly. We're fed information, and unfortunately that's what we take in. So this is the main beauty about art. It will open your eyes. But I don't even know where I was just rambling there. No, just as I say, I left uni and started just making stuff. Things that I enjoyed making. I took molds from old tin cans, made them into mugs, started trailing around local craft fairs, which was not easy. Again, I basically am, you call it dyscalculia. I'm a double whammy. I've got this dyslexia and dyscalculia. So basically I can't spell, I can't add up. Numbers in my head just spin around. So even when we went to craft fairs, Jane always had to go with me to basically look after money and take any names or anything like that. You know what I'm talking about if you have it. But I've always just made different ways of working and doing stuff, so it hasn't really held me back in it's never held me back in my job or anything, you know. I always, well, probably has actually, think about it. Probably held me back in moving on, you know, and maybe from the shop floor type of thing. That was the problem. Yeah. The beauty is now I'm working on my own. I can do things my way, but I still have Jane to do all the shipping labels and stuff like that. So that's also part of the reason I don't want to start trying to expand. I just couldn't handle it. I would have to take people on and that type of thing, and that's not the way I want to go. The way this video is working, it's just to let you see part of my day and how I make this. So I'll maybe do a load more videos of just going through work. I mightn't say a lot. I'm not going to edit them an awful lot. I'm just going to let the video record, try a bit of editing. I've never really done editing before. If you want me to chat, I'll chat, maybe answer a few questions. Might be good, be interesting. It's a lot to do with me too, because I'm starting to get, not burnout, but I'm starting to lose my mojo a bit, I have to admit. So I want to start doing more of my large scale sculptures, and I'm hoping maybe to get an exhibition going here next year sometime. It's all about just tidying up, going round, tidying up, going round, tidying up. You can see how the clay's starting to harden up. So this is just the perfect hardness for it. You don't want to let it go any harder than that. Same again, beauty with paper clay. You can re-wet it and damp it, and oh, it's just a fantastic material. Once it's fat, it's just exactly, it's just clay, you know, it's not nothing. It's just got fibre through it to let it do a lot of things. There's my battery going, my iPad, so I think we'll maybe wrap this up today if you're on board enough. And I'll finish this off. I do like good reference material. That's the main thing if you're doing a caricature or something like that. You know, it's no matter what you do, you need good first-hand sort of information to let you sculpt or do whatever. Well, that's so. Hope I didn't bore you too much.